I picked up something today that was quite interesting. I went to the gun store today, and I was kind of impressed on what I picked up. Another Sky, but this is spelled a little differently. From what I understand, they had to do some changes on it because it is spelled SKYY on this one. And it's an older model, and I'm not sure exactly what date it is, what date that was manufactured. And compared to my other Sky, and as you can see, it is spelled SCCY. So I'm going to test fire this. Just picked it up today, and I'm going to run a few rounds through it and see how we do on this one. So let me get my ear protection on, and set me up on a different target down there. And if I could find where I put the magazines, oh, they're in my back pocket. Here we go. And the magazines, I believe they're interchangeable with the older one. I'm not sure, but we'll get into that depth detail on inside. So locked in, safety's off. The CPX1 has the safety feature on it. The CPX2 only has no safety feature on it. But this is an older Sky. It is used. Where it come from, it's got some blemishes and stuff on it, but we'll take a look at that later. But here we go. Safety off, and see how she fires. It didn't lock back. Check it. It did not lock back. Don't like that. Didn't lock back. Alright. Let me try another empty magazine before I put a loaded one in. There's that one magazine that I had. It's right here in my front pocket. Alright, empty mag, and this is the newer one, the SCCY, from the newer versions. See if it locks back, and it locks back. So, got another magazine malfunction here that I'll need to switch out some magazines. Now, I've got a second round of magazine that came with this gun. Came with two mags with it. So we'll try again and see how she does. Safety off, and here we go. Longer trigger pull. Split something down. And as you can see, it locked back. That's what it's supposed to do. So we'll have to go inside and fool around with it and see what's going on. And it's always these magazines. And Sky does a lifetime guarantee, so they will exchange them when they do malfunction like that. Hello everybody out there. I want to do a review on a first generation Sky CPX1. Started manufacturing these back in 2003. I noticed on YouTube there is not anybody reviewing these. What makes it so different and unique is that it's a Sky. First generation. It is spelled SKYY. The gun manufacturing that made these got sued because of the vodka from the vodka company, which was Sky Vodka, spelt the same way as SKYY. So they sued him, so they had to make a change, and they had to make a change to the second generation, which is SKYY, spelt with SCCY. So that's the difference on these here, the first generation and the second generation and first generation. As you can see, the difference in the two is one thing you'll notice is the name. Name's down here on the grip and up here on the slide. And this one here, the grip, has the slotted grooves going across it. This one here is got the textured grip on it, plus the little holes in here, which is supposed to help with recoil, which I've fired both of them, and I don't see no difference. Recoil is basically the same. Firing these both, I kind of find it that the Generation 1 shoots a lot better. It's more accurate. Of course, I sighted these in with the Allen screw on the top, with the 1/16 Allen head screw is down here in between the sights where you can adjust them for windage. Also, I really don't know on the height or not if you can put some sort of a shim underneath there to adjust the elevation on them. But doing this one here shoots pretty good center mass. On this one here, it tends to shoot low, and doing the adjustments on it, I don't know how to go about doing it. Is probably doing putting shims or something like underneath there to adjust the elevation on it. But all in all, the difference with these two, I picked this up real recently here at a gun store here in Kentucky, and I couldn't beat the price. I was just walking around. I only went in there to buy ammo and maybe buy a holster for this one. Come across this one, they had it marked at $138. I said, I gotta get it. I says, that price, and knowing that I had this first, and then seeing this one, I said, yep, I'm going to just go ahead and dig a little deep in my pocket and get this. It is used. I don't know how many hands it's been through. It is used and it is wore, and whoever had it didn't keep good care of it, because I found rust, surface rust around the sights, and right in here I'll need to do a little more extensive cleaning, because right in here where the hammer spring goes down through here is got a little rust on it. Another difference in these two is the bottom part. You can see that little lip right there on the grip. This one here is a smooth. The two magazines are not interchangeable. Right here's one SCCY, the second generation. As you can see here, it has a little indentation to compensate for this lip right here. So it just slips right inside there, and goes like that. Now this one here is the first generation. And I don't know if you can see that or not. SKYY right down here at the bottom. And let's see here. Focus in. Probably see it there a little bit. And with this one, you can see it is SCCY. Now, interchanging these, switching this over to this one, it will not lock in. When I was out there shooting, I was thinking, well, the magazine issue. Well, here's my problem. I was out there shooting it, and the magazine was just falling out and causing a problem. And switch this one over to here, it don't even lock in. So the magazines are different. They are different. Here's another one. It's a first generation. Let me put this in the second generation. It still won't do it. And here we got a second generation magazine. And see, that one there lock in, but it's not right. So the magazines, you have to watch out. And when I was reviewing on this one here, was repairing the magazine on it, and found out that was the issue. But then the more I fired it, I thought I wasn't going to send it back. The more I fired it, it just will not lock back. I have to hold my thumb up there real tight But once I release my thumb, there it goes. So it's a slide. It's the slide right here, and back in here is not catching. And so I'm going to send it back and see what they do. And if they replace the slide or in the mechanisms back in here, that's fine. If they send me another gun, that's fine too. But I called them and ran the serial numbers, and they said this one was manufactured in 2013. I haven't talked to them too much about this. All I know is that 2003 is when they were started out with this first generation. There's an upgrade for these, but I looked on the website and they say they charge $125 to do an upgrade on it. I don't know what kind of an upgrade, if they change the bottoms or they give you a whole gun or what, but I'm assuming if anything would malfunction in this and repairs, that they would send me a whole gun, and they most likely would send me one of these. But I don't want to send this one back. This is the first generation. I don't see any YouTube videos on this. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And it thing might be a nice little collector's item or something. I don't know. But I do like the way it fires. It fires nice. It's really lightweight. And also is this one. I mean, I'm not knocking this one. The only reason is it needs to be sent and have it fixed. And no matter who owns the gun, it's got a lifetime guarantee on it. So it broke. I bought it. I'm the third person to have this one here. If it broke, they'll fix it. So, any questions or anything like that, just leave a comment down below, and I'll catch up with y'all later.